So you've been playing Standard and you want to try your hand at Gym Leader Challenge. Or you've been playing Gym Leader Challenge but your decks aren't quite functioning like you want them to. Well, you've come to the right place. My name is Sheriff, and I've been playing Pokemon for over 10 years now, but the last few years I've completely dedicated my time with Pokemon to the Gym Leader Challenge format, and I wanted to share what I've learned about deck building for those who want more consistency. Let's first review what Gym Leader Challenge is. Created by Andrew Mahone of Tricky Gym, GLC is a singleton format that doesn't allow rulebox cards, and you can only play a single type. That means there are no trainers like Aspex, Pokemon like EXs, GXs, Vs, or Break cards, and no cards like Prisms or Radiant. You can only play a single copy of every card except Basic Energy, and you can't play more than one type of Pokemon, even if it's part of the same evolution line. Something good to know, however, is that ancient traits and dual-type Pokemon are allowed. Gym Leader Challenge decks can look very different from standard decks, and getting your card ratios down is very important. For example, when comparing the two, GLC decks typically have less Pokemon in them, but might have more energy, all depending on the decks, of course. Let's take a look at how many Pokemon are played in each type. This varies primarily by archetype. You have decks that have very few Pokemon, such as Dragobox and RDT, while on the other side of the spectrum, you have high counts like Hydro Pump Water or Mega Boom decks. But for the most part, the average Pokemon count seems to be around 12 to 14 Pokemon, and if you have about this number in your deck, you can't go wrong. Let's talk about the different types of Pokemon that I have categorized into 3 types: attackers, energy accelerators, and draw or supports. It's important to have a balance of these 3 categories in your decks, and that balance can all depend on your archetype. Some decks can even run without one of these types. Some Pokemon can fill the role of multiple types. Next, let's discuss energy numbers. This balance is very important, as too much energy can clutter your hand, while having too little energy can make you miss vital attacks. The majority of decks run 8 to 10 energy to finish out a game, while control decks typically play a little less. Keep in mind that decks also play a certain amount of recovery cards that we will go over later. Most decks will play a certain amount of basic energy, but let's go over some special energy staples that can be played in a majority of decks. Capture Energy lets you set up your board. Counter and Reversal Energy give you a boost if you're behind on prizes, and Recycle Energy comes back to your hand so you can keep using it. There are plenty of other great special energy that fit in specific decks, but these shown are flexible enough to be played across types. Decks play a little amount of stadium cards, but they can make or break a deck. Some stadiums are there to help you set up, while others are there to disrupt your opponent. Decks play 2 to 4 stadiums usually, with 3 being a safe amount. Staple stadiums that fit in any deck include Artisan to help you set up basics, Parallel City to limit your opponent's bench, and Silent Lab that is especially helpful for shutting bench barriers down if you're playing some snipe or spread cards. Having the right tools in your deck allow you to pivot and boost your attackers, but attaching them to the right Pokemon is key. Some decks can be more reliant on tools than others, with the range being 2 to 5. The most common count is 3 to 4 tools in this case. Staple tools that are strong in any deck include Floatstone, Air Balloon, and U-Turn board that help you get stuck Pokemon out of the active or help you have a pivot. Muscle Band is a consistent way to boost your damage to get key knockouts. TM Turbo Energize helps you quickly set up your attackers, and Luxurious Cape can keep your key attackers from being KO'd. Next we have your supporter cards, which typically run between 11 and 14. I've put different supporters into 4 categories: Draw, Search, Comeback, and Utility. Draw supporters are going to be your most common supporters and will differ depending on how much draw support you have from your Pokemon. But the average draw supporter count is going to be 3 to 5 cards. Let's look at the best and most common draw cards. Professor's Research is going to be your most aggressive draw card in the game, but to preserve your cards a bit more, Lily's Determination, Colress, and Cynthia are great options. Cards like Iono, Marnie, and N are great because they help you see new cards while at the same time disrupting your opponent's hand if it's getting too big or you know they are holding onto a vital resource. Search cards help you pull things out of the deck. These cards can be universally played in any decks and are the most popular, allowing you to search for key items, tools, stadiums, energy, and Pokemon. Comeback cards such as Teammates or Raihan allow you to recover quickly after one of your Pokemon gets KO'd and allow you to search for exactly what you need. Utility is where the rest of your staple supporters go and are played in almost every deck. Guzma and Boss's Orders are your infamous Gust cards. Hex Maniac is very disruptive, turning off all abilities in play. Cards like Lusamine and Cynthia and Caitlyn allow you to recover supporters or stadiums, while a card like Clara allows you to recover Pokemon and energy. And finally, you have cards like Tate and Liza or Birdkeeper that are flexible, letting you have key switches while also allowing you to have a bit of draw. Item cards are going to be the majority of your deck and will be the kind of cards you play the most. I've put items into 3 categories: Search, Recovery, and Utility. Staple search cards start with Pokeballs, such as Nest, Quick, Level, Ultra, and Hisuian Heavy Ball. There are a lot of players like Timer Ball as well, but the community seems to be quite divided on this card. Buddy Buddy Poffin is an amazing card to help set up smaller basics, while the brand new Pokepad allows you to grab any Pokemon you want and will be expected to be in every single deck. Cards like Evolution Incense and Evo Soda are great for grabbing evolutions, if you could have guessed. Professor's Letter is your best option for grabbing energy, and if you're playing tag team supporters, Tag Call is a great consistency card. Great decks play at least a couple different recovery cards. Super and Ordinary Rod recover both Pokemon and energy. Special Charge is great if you want to recycle important special energy. Rescue Stretcher and Night Stretcher are great flexible recovery cards. And Versus Seeker and Pal Pad let you recover important supporters. Utility is where the rest of your items fall and covers a wide variety of cards. But the following are played in almost every single successful deck. Using these card ratios and staples will significantly boost your success in Gym Leader Challenge. One of the best things you can do starting out is net decking till you learn some key fundamentals of GLC. My favorite resources are the GLC website, where you can learn more about the rules, ban list, and playstyle of different types. Cardboard Warriors is a great place to deck build and see what others are building as well. And finally, Morse Makes keeps fantastic stats and deck lists that Tricky Jim streams over on his YouTube and Twitch channel. I'm thinking about making a series that dives deeper into each type and how to pilot archetypes, so if that is something you'd like to see, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.